How did an anime from the 90s predict the future of UI design? Evangelion presents futuristic screens that would look strangely familiar to anyone using an Apple device today. Let's find out how Evangelion predicted design choices that Apple made famous. First, let's look at minimalism. In Evangelion, Nerve's interfaces remove unnecessary elements using clean, black backgrounds with essential information displayed. Nothing decorative, just functional design. Now, look at Apple's evolution. The early iPod simple interface was a step in the right direction, but the link between Evangelion and Apple became clear in 2013 when Apple decided on a more minimal approach. Both Evangelion and Apple recognized that removing the excess creates more effective communication. It is the similar use of negative space, thin lines, and content focus. Evangelion was doing this in 1995, nearly 2 decades before Apple's famous redesign. The second parallel is typography as a core design element. Evangelion didn't just use text to present information, it made typography central to the visual experience. The show's fonts created a common visual language with Japanese, English, and German text. Similarly, Apple invested heavily in typography, eventually creating the San Francisco font family. Both understood that well-presented text creates identity, atmosphere. Look at how both use typographic hierarchy to establish importance and create visual interest. The similarities are striking despite being created decades apart. The third parallel is strategic use of high contrast color. Evangelion uses color with a purpose. Emergency situations feature red on black. Normal operations have their distinct color profiles. Color isn't decorative, it communicates system status instantly. Apple follows this same approach. Their professional application adopted dark backgrounds early on. The introduction of dark mode created environments remarkably similar to Evangelion's common screen. Limited color palettes with specific meanings. Red for warnings, green for progress. Application of colors against dark backgrounds creates systems that feel both modern and functional. Whether in fictional 2015 or real-world interfaces today. What makes these parallels fascinating is noticing that effective design principles transcend their context. Evangelion's teams created fictional interfaces focusing on what would look advanced and functional. Good design follows universal principles of human perception. Clear hierarchy, restraint, and understanding how visual elements guide attention are mandatory.